What's going on, everybody? My name is Mike Roddy and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be going over the importance of testimonials and how it is going to help you generate more revenue for your personal brand. Oops, looks like I hit the microphone. Why are testimonials so important? How can you use them without sounding super salesy and pillaging your engagement? Because we all know how testimonials can lack a little bit of improvement, right? And when it comes to improvement, we know that they definitely improve your revenue, but they definitely don't perform that well as far as engagement goes. So how can you use them to get more revenue without it affecting your engagement? I can tell you the first thing about testimonials. One, you have to get into a habit of actually getting them from clients. A lot of people struggle asking for those testimonials. And, whether you want to admit it or not, if you're scared to ask your client for a testimonial, it's because you might not be doing that good of a job for them. So first and foremost, make sure you guys are doing a good job for a client and that client is super happy before you go and ask them for a testimonial, because you might not get the right response that you're looking for if you're not really aware of a job that you're not doing a good if you're not doing a good job on the fulfillment. Now, if a client says that they're down to give you a testimonial, there's two ways I would do it. And if you could get both, 110% get both. So the first type of testimonial is just a video of them, articulating the experience that they've been having with you, the quality of the fulfillment, the communication that's been flawless, and the results that they've gotten and how it's just helped them grow their online presence and generate more revenue in so many ways. Asking for a testimonial and not really telling the client what to say is sometimes also a mistake that many of us, just as myself, has made in the past. So when you guys are looking to get a testimony from a client, you really want to make sure that you give them a little bit of a bullet pointed list of the things that you want them to articulate, because then that way you are really using those testimonials with intention. A lot of people get these testimonials and they kind of like beat around the bush and they almost don't even really kind of go over the key touch points that you want them to really, leverage these in some capacity, whether it's on a website for a sales page or whether it's on social media for lead gen on stories or feed posts so that you guys can get more leads, etc. on comments or from DMs, as well as you leveraging them on different channels like TikTok, YouTube, and Facebook, for paid traffic. A lot of times people can fabricate testimonials, which a lot of people do, which is kind of messed up, right? Like a lot of people put out these videos, or they can even go on Cameo, right? They can go on Cameo, they can ask a random micro-influencer to create a testimonial, and then they can just slap it on the stories and they can pretend like they had massive success with this person. So testimonials are the best way to generate revenue and kind of create more lead gen for you, but it doesn't always build the most amount of trust. So what's the most effective way to create a testimonial is to do it live. And when I mean doing it live, I mean you can go live on YouTube, you can go live on TikTok, and you can go live on Instagram. And when you go live, you invite that client onto that IG live. And when you're going live, it's the most authentic way to do a testimonial, because you're bringing on a current client that you've had, or even a past client that you've had massive success with, and they're talking about their experience with you and the amazing communication that they've received and the clarity that they got and the massive results that they've received by working with you in real time. There's no way to really fabricate that. So the most effective way to utilize a testimonial is to do it live, off the cusp. You can maybe preface a few things here and there, maybe write some bullets down of what you want to talk about, because sometimes doing an IG live can be a little nerve-wracking, but it's super effective. So when you do those IG lives and you bring on that person as a live testimonial, or you're giving your audience the ability to watch something that's extremely authentic, that's not scripted to a certain capacity, and to alleviate any skepticism, to improve the amount of trust between you and your audience. So that way you can bring in more leads, you can generate more revenue by leveraging these testimonials. And the beauty of going live is that you can take that live and you can post it to your feed. So that way you can have that on there for the longevity of your entire account. But the way that you really want to use those with intentions is after you get that live, you want to find a way to download that, and then you can leverage that live testimonial on a sales page or on other channels. So that way you're not just pigeonholed to just like one channel, having it be up there for 24 hours. Leverage them, utilize them strategically, and place them in a spot where you can, create more authority, you can alleviate more skepticism, you can build more trust with your audience. Those are extremely important ways that you can utilize testimonials in an effective way through cross-channel pollination and leveraging them on other places that are not really social media channels, like a website for your business. So those are the main reasons that you guys have to be using testimonials. That's the most effective way that I've seen people use testimonials, besides just putting them in their stories or putting some sort of written testimonial on their sales page, is giving people the ability to watch something visual, right? And then obviously, if you're using it on another platform or you're actually repurposing it as a smaller content piece, put some captions on there, right? So many people don't watch videos with sound, right? Like they just watch videos, but they don't even have the sound on. So if you have captions on there, you're also giving people the ability to like read something rather than just slapping a video on there and them, watching something maybe at their desk job that they can't listen to. So the more ways that you can dumb it down for people and build that trust and alleviate skepticism, the more results that you're going to have for yourself and for the growth of your business overall. Don't think that there's not ways to use this. There's ways to use testimonials and there's ways to strategically integrate them into your online presence, but you want to do it in a way that doesn't hurt your engagement. Because like I said, transformation posts, right? So if you're in the fitness niche, testimonials are, primarily transformational posts, right? Before and afters. If you're in the paid traffic space, we all know how hard that is to use on paid traffic because, they essentially are correlated to claims. And when you make hard claims on paid traffic, Meta tends to disable your ads. So when you're using them organically, they work really well. Now it's really hard to leverage a before and after with somebody like me that's doing more brand development, except, a screenshot of their insights, a screenshot of the data that they're getting from the current services that you're doing on the fulfillment, or screenshots of like one of the sexiest service that we sell is the Instagram growth, right? So we like to show people what somebody's account was before they started working with us and then where it is after they've been working with us. Now, the next thing that people are going to say, well, is, whoa, you grew them a lot of followers. Well, how do we know those followers are authentic? Okay, cool. So that's why you take screenshots of the social proof and the insights. So that way you can show analytical and data-driven improvements, because nothing tells the truth more than data. Data and numbers are black and white, baby. You got to just use those and leverage them as much as you can, because the more data that you can give people, the better. Now, if you're in a fitness space, and I was just talking about those before and afters are going to have a lot more impact because you're showing people a physical transformation rather than giving somebody some sort of data-driven, result. It's easier for people to consume. It's easier for people to have a better impact on. If going over in other niches, right? Let's just say you're a baker, right? Testimonial that you could use is maybe a video testimonial from somebody's wedding. Like I just got married. So you can use a video testimonial of how amazing the cake was and how amazing the desserts were and how people had such a good time and they really kept talking about how much they love desserts. Well, you can also show people the overall process of making that cake, right? Like show people like the video maybe or the email of like what somebody wanted, right? What was their visual idea for what that cake can look like? And then you can show people the cake that you made after, right? So before you even made the cake, show them a little, screenshot of the email, right? Obviously block out that client's name unless they don't care that they're on there. Also, you want to make sure that when you do put up testimonials, you have the ability, you have the confirmation from the clients who actually advertise and use those. So you don't want to get yourself in a bad spot and put yourself in a bad relationship with one of your current clients who are past clients. Because you never want to burn bridges no matter what you do in any space. But when you guys are, if you guys are in any niche, it's just about, okay, I took this person from A to B, or I took this brand or this product from A to B. How do I show people the journey? How do I show people the sub goals that we had created in between the transformation or between the results that we helped them with the improvement of their business, right? It's not just about the end results. It's also about the micro wins in the middle, right? So like, that's why that live testimonial is great, because you're creating a very conversational content piece that is authentic and that shows people all the little tiny details in between the starting point and the results, because those details are extremely important. Because some people that are investing with your business, or some people that are investing with you and your personal brand in general, they want to know, okay, they got that person result, but how did they do it? Right? People lack clarity and they want to know more. They want to be educated on what they're doing, especially if you're like me and you're selling high ticket services, you're selling high ticket coaching, you're selling high ticket course, etc. Right? If you're selling anything high ticket, it's an investment for people. So how do you eliminate that skepticism and how do you make them feel comfortable with that investment? Well, it's going to be showing somebody a visual representation of how you are able to get not just one person, but countless people results. Or also, that's the other thing too, is people don't want to know that you just got results for one fucking person. People want to know that you got results for various individuals, right? Maybe in various niches or industries, because if you can get 1,000 people results, the amount of skepticism that somebody might have, this person has had over 1,000 success stories, and I just gotta do my due diligence and I gotta put the work in, then I'm definitely gonna be joining in this guy's services, right? So those testimonials are super imperative. That's something that you guys need to really think about and have intention with. And if you guys definitely need help with figuring out how to integrate those things, leverage the tips that I'm giving you guys right now. Do a live testimonial. Make sure you guys are giving your clients a bullet pointed list of what you want them to say. Have intention behind those testimonials and leverage them in the right places. And if you're going to put them on your feed, maybe make it into a carousel. Give somebody the ability to maybe like look at something that's more visual first, that's going to be more engaging, and then put those testimonials in the carousels after. If you guys are going to put them in a video, leverage that live testimonial where you guys maybe just turn that 20-minute live into a 45-second micro content piece where they just talk about the juiciest parts. There's so many ways that you guys can use testimonials effectively without hurting your engagement, but they're really important for the growth of your business and actually just getting yourself more leads for your business. So that's all I got for you guys today. I hope this video guys helped you understand how to effectively use testimonials and why they're so imperative for the growth of your business. So make sure you guys subscribe to my channel, hit the bell to join the notifications, and save this for later, and I will see you guys in the next video.